Hello everybody, good to see you this morning, and today we're going to do something which the beginning is really more for the grown-ups, although the children can help with it quite a bit. So it's going to be about Play-Doh today. So first of all, let's sing hello and then we'll get on with making some. Sing hello to everyone, sing hello to everyone, sing hello to everyone, sing hello. Clap hello to everyone, clap hello to everyone, clap hello to everyone, clap hello. And wriggle hello to everyone, wriggle hello to everyone, wriggle hello to everyone, wriggle hello. So, as I said, we're going to make something. We're going to make some Play-Doh. So I'll show you what you need, and grown-ups, you notice carefully what we need, and children, you get ready to do some stirring. So you're going to need a saucepan, and you're going to need a wooden spoon, and you're going to need a cup for measuring with. And you use the same cup for all of your different things. It doesn't matter what cup it is. If you want to make a little bit of Play-Doh, use a little cup. If you want to make a lot of Play-Doh, use a big cup. Okay? So you're going to measure out all the things that you need in here and with this spoon. This spoon is called a tablespoon. It's bigger than the sort that we eat our dinner with, eat our pudding with maybe. Tablespoon or a serving spoon. And those are the things we're going to use. And then what do we put in this Play-Doh? Well, we need some plain flour. There's a bag of it. And we're going to have 2 cups of the plain flour. Then we need some salt. Ordinary cheap salt that you can get in the supermarket or the corner shop. And we're going to have 1 cup. We're going to put all of those things into our saucepan because we're going to save on bowls. We're going to use the saucepan to mix it up in before we make it hot. So children will be able to stir because the saucepan won't be on top of the heat. So we've put some flour, some salt, and there's one more dry thing that we're going to put in, and that's cream of tartar. You can buy that in any supermarket. It's in the bakery bit of baking bit of the supermarket. People often use it to make scones. And then we're going to put in a little bit of food colouring. You can make 1 colour of Play-Doh, or if you haven't got any food colouring, you can just make ordinary dough. Children will enjoy playing with that just as much. Or you could make 2 colours, first 1 lot and then another lot, depending on how strong you're feeling today. So first of all, you're going to put all of the dry things in. Oh, wait a minute, no, I didn't show you the oil. Here's the oil. And there's going to be 1 of those big spoons, as I showed you, a big spoonful of oil and a big spoonful of cream of tartar. Don't worry about getting this absolutely right because it's going to be in the newsletter next week, and it'll all be written down as a recipe for you to copy and do for yourselves. So we're going to put all of the dry things into the saucepan first, and children, you can get ready now with your spoon. Mix up the dry things, so it's the flour, the salt and the cream of tartar all mixed up in the bowl, and then the wet things are going to go in. So we're going to put in a little bit, in fact, the tablespoonful of oil. Put in a tablespoonful of oil, and then we're going to put a bit of food colouring into the bottom of our cup. And then we're going to fill it up with water because that will help to mix the food colouring up. We're going to pour it in. Again, 2 cups. Everything in the pan now. We've got flour, salt, cream of tartar, oil, food colouring, water. Then, oh, what a lovely thing to stir now, all sticky and nice. Children will love this. It's very gungy and sticky. Stir, stir, stir. And see the colour mixing into the flour. Oh, all ready. And then, grown-ups, you're going to put your saucepan on the top of your cooker. Just a very, very, very little bit of heat underneath it. Very low. And you're going to keep stirring. Maybe while you're doing it, you children, you could be singing a song to help. Perhaps we'll sing it now. Let's make some Play-Doh, some Play-Doh, some Play-Doh. Let's make some Play-Doh on this fine day. Stir, stir this away, stir, stir that away. Stir, stir every way on this fine day. Oh, look, it's beginning to come away from the sides of the pan. The edges of the Play-Doh are getting dry. Time to give it a good scrape around, time to turn it over in the pan. Oh, look, the bottom's getting all dry. Time to turn it over again. Oh, look, the top's getting all dry. This is brilliant. About 3 minutes of stirring and turning. And yes, look, it's Play-Doh. Now you're going to tip it out onto a board or a work surface. You're going to let it sit there until it's a little bit cooler. Maybe you could wash the pan, tidy up all around a bit, think about what you might do next. In fact, if you break it up into pieces, grown-ups, when it's still quite hot, it'll get cool more quickly. Then, whilst it's still warm enough to hold, here's your Play-Doh. Look at this. This is where the real playing begins. Not just the making, but the enjoying the play. So Play-Doh is a very soft, squishy thing, and often when people first start playing with it, they think they have to have a rolling pin and cutters straight away, but no, you can do lots with your hands. First of all, let's feel it. Is it hard or is it soft? Is it squishy? Is it sticky? Hope not too sticky. Should be just right, not sticky at all. What can we do? Let's try squashing. Squash. Let's try squeezing. Squeeze. Oh, look at the marks from my fingers in there. Let's try rolling. I wonder what will happen if we roll like that. Oh, look. It's getting bigger, but it's actually just stretching out. Look at that. Stretching. Oh, I think I've made a sausage. Now I'm going to try pulling. Pull, 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 pull. Pulling, breaking in the middle, and squashing and squeezing, and rolling and pulling. I'm going to stick my thumb in the middle now. Whoa, whoa, oh, look at this. What have I done? Well, I think I've made a bowl. I wonder if he wants to have something to eat from that bowl. Let's see. Maybe we can make something with a tail. Oh, yes, and a head. Yep, here it comes. Little duck's coming to eat out of the bowl. And then I'm going to try making a worm or a caterpillar. I think that might be rolling this way. Yes. Oh, hello, caterpillar. Nice to see you. Do you think we could make a ball? Now, what happens if we roll that way? It gets all long and thin. I wonder whether if we roll this way. Roll, roll this away. Roll, roll this away. Look at this. Can you see? I've got the Play-Doh on one hand and I'm using the other hand to roll it round and round. That's quite hard to do. You might have to be a bit more than two to do that. There now. Oh, I've got a ball. What happens if I throw it up in the air? Oh, and catch it. Wow. Doesn't matter if you don't catch it. It's soft Play-Doh. Now then, I'm going to see what else I can do. I'm going to try with some of my toys. I've got some Lego here, look. It's a little piece of Lego. I'm going to see what happens when I press my piece of Lego into the Play-Doh. Press, press, press. Pull it out. Look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'm going to squash it now. Are you ready? Oh, all gone. Lego's disappeared. Now I'm going to make it flat and smooth again, and I'm going to think about another one of my toys. To make it flat and smooth with my hands, you can use a rolling pin, but you don't need to. So look, I'm going to get one of my horses now. Comes the horse. I'm going to let it stand on the Play-Doh. Push it right in so its feet are sticking in. I wonder, will it make prints, hoof prints, footprints? Pull it out, lift the horse out, have a look. Oh, yes. Now, what would happen if I did an animal with different kinds of feet? I've got a dog here, ruff. A little dog, but it's got quite fat feet. Big roundy feet. Get my Play-Doh smooth and flat. Press the dog's feet in. Hello, dog. Do you like standing there? Maybe the dog thinks it's on the beach. Oh, that would be a fun game, wouldn't it? Like the day when we made Play-Doh roads. There. Those are the dog's footprints. Looks a bit like a game, doesn't it? Maybe like dominoes or something like that. Could you make Play-Doh dominoes? That's an idea, isn't it? Probably make the holes with your fingers. I wonder what happens if I press my fingers all in, all 5 of my fingers in this hand. In there, pull them out. Oh, look. I've got 5 little holes in there. It looks a bit like a cat's paw, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to roll it up again, give it a squash and a squeeze, make it all flat, and then I'm going to try making one more thing for my animals. And take a bit of my Play-Doh off. That's a nice thing. You can just break it off like that. Roll it out a bit like this with my hands. Get that horse again. The little horse says it's cold. Let's make a blanket for the horse, or a little coat, a little jacket. There. Nice warm horse now. What else could we use? What about doing some cutting? You could cut with scissors or cut with a knife. Scissors are fun as well for cutting Play-Doh. If you have a knife and you haven't had much chance to cut with a knife yet because you're quite little, it's a lovely safe thing to cut. You can use a plastic knife or the sort of little knife that sometimes children are given when they first start eating their dinner with knives and forks. And look, you can go cut, 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 and cut all sorts of shapes. Or just if you're very small, enjoy cutting and cutting and cutting. And if you made more than one colour of Play-Doh, I've got some blue here as well. You can roll a bit up and maybe you can stick a bit on, like that. I wonder if that might be a blueberry cake. Nice to have 2 colours, fine to have one colour, and it's lovely when it's just natural with no colours at all. These days, grown-ups, the sorts of food colouring they make doesn't have lots of horrible things in it. It's natural food colouring you can get, so it's not a really bad thing to have in there. And obviously, if you've got somebody in your family who's gluten-free, then you can make the Play-Doh with gluten-free flour. So there you are, my blue Play-Doh, my red Play-Doh, and I wonder whether we can sing a song to remind us about what to do when we're making the Play-Doh. Let's make some dough, let's make some dough. Put in all the things we know we need. A little bit of flour and a little bit of salt. And what shall we put in next? And we will put in cream of tartar Put in food colouring, pour the water in right now and the oil. Let's make some dough. Let's make some dough. Put in all the things we know we need. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. And now our dough is ready. Is it? Yes, here it is. Have lots of fun, really enjoy. And just think, a lovely cheap thing that you can play with for ages and ages. And when you've finished, you can put it into a plastic bag, fasten up the plastic bag, seal the plastic bag, put it into the cupboard. You don't need to put it in the fridge. It keeps better out of the fridge. Put it into the cupboard and it'll keep for ages and ages and ages. Obviously, if it gets really dirty and you don't want to keep it, or if anybody chews it, which of course happens sometimes, but there's nothing in there that would hurt anyone. But you can keep it and you can go back to it and play with it again the next day. Have fun. See you all soon. Bye for now. Wave goodbye to everyone. Wave goodbye to everyone. Wave goodbye to everyone. Wave goodbye. Kiss goodbye to everyone. Kiss goodbye to everyone. Kiss goodbye to everyone. Kiss goodbye. Bye from Judy and Claire in the toy library. See you next time.